Sigma pulls it off. Moncrief up to Roberts, back to Sidney to the hoop. He got it batted away. It is out of bounds, and the Bucks keep it.
That's a nice explosive drive by Moncrief, but Isaiah had the quick hands in there and deflected it. It was a sure layup.
Shot clock at 18. Moncrief to Pierce, wide of the lane. And we're going to get a personal foul whistle against Dennis Rodman.
That'll be a two-shot foul because it was a dead ball. The ball hadn't been released from the man that was standing out of bounds yet. You have to wonder about minutes. Del Harris really has a chore today, allotting minutes to try to get some of his players rest. Sigma and Fred Roberts still have not been out of the ball game. There's been a complete turnover by the Pistons, and that will probably tell at the end of the game.
Roberts can go 48. He did earlier in the series. Ricky Pierce in the playoffs averaging 22.5, makes and then makes. He has 6 tonight. They don't want to take Roberts out right now. He has 14, as we told you. Early second, 37-22 Milwaukee. Isaiah against Moncrief on the wing. Top of the key, Edwards off the mini, off the screen. He'll fire it up and fill it up from the top. 37-24. Milwaukee leads it. 10-15 to play in the half. Sigma against Edwards on top. Off to Pierce. Rodman checking him. Ricky dotted line, up fake on Dennis. Here's the gun, it won't go. Inside position for Brown. He's fouled from behind. James Edwards with the loose ball foul.
Chuck elects to defend Ricky Pierce with Dennis Rodman. That leaves Vinnie Johnson against Brown, a natural small forward. He just out-jumped him on the baseline that time.
Moncrief to Sigma, back to Sidney. Mid-post to Pierce. Vinnie helping Rodman. Now it's one-on-one. Pierce gives to Moncrief. It goes to Brown. Screen from Sigma. The gun goes for Brown.
He's shown a great deal of confidence in this series with his set jump shot.
Milwaukee 41, the Pistons 24. Isaiah comes to work, gets a clear out against Moncrief. Now over to screen and roll is Rodman. The switch, Isaiah and Brown. Isaiah goes baseline. Moncrief gets there. Isaiah rainbows. It won't go. Rebound comes away to Sigma. Jack Sigma to Moncrief. Is swinging around the horn. Brown has it. Want to pitch it inside to Moncrief. Isaiah knocked it away. Rodman saves it. Brown, though, picks it up. And as Pierce gets the basketball topside, Darryl Garrettson blows the whistle. And he wants a reset on the shot clock.
That probably saved the Pistons 2 points because Ricky Pierce looked like Daniel Boone. He was just taking aim.
Darn right he was. He'll get it in the lane this time. Up fake on Sally and threw up the half hook and he hit it. Ricky Pierce on a roll now. He has 8. It's 43-24 Milwaukee. Okay, I think I know a team doesn't want to be swept. Isaiah looking in the lane for Sally. Got it to him. If the Pistons turn it over. John Sally called for the travel.
The Bucks are still switching the curl on the baseline, putting a guard on the forward, but John got a little excited.
Jack Sigma topside against Edwards. Milwaukee 41, the Pistons 24. Pierce against Rodman. Ricky Pierce spins to the lane, hooks on the run and hits. 43-24. Timeout Pistons. 8:36 to play in the half. This is the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network. Pistons fans, you'll find the best selection of Pistons and other pro team merchandise at Great Stuff at 12 Oaks Mall in Novi, Lakeside Mall in Sterling Heights, and just opened Summit Plus Mall in Waterford Township. A lot of Pistons fans here tonight. Eric Gold from Southfield, Bob Ernst and Mike Schatz from Bloomfield Hills, Mark Wells and Brad Warren from West Bloomfield, Stuart Leff from West Bloomfield, and some others too. We'll get their names on after a while. Fans came here looking to see the sweep game. Pistons got a long way to come back now. It's 43-24 Milwaukee. 8:20 to play in the first. Vinny wheeling to the lane. Shot short to Moncrief. Moncrief, Pierce, Roberts, Brown, and Sigma for Milwaukee. Sigma to Moncrief behind a foul line, firing and missing over Isaiah. Vinny with the inside position and the rebound. Up he comes. He'll motor up the middle against Pierce. He'll spin foul line. Got a dotted line. Drew the bump. Missed the shot. No whistle. Rebound Sigma. Up to Moncrief. Now Pierce against Isaiah. Ricky Pierce on the baseline. Backing mid post. And he hit the turnaround gun. But before that, a whistle and a Piston zone warning.
This game, George, reminds me of the game between Seattle and the Lakers yesterday. Seattle was all pumped up, came out at Seattle and raced to about a 28-point lead. Lakers just pecked away at it and won by 2.
They got the sweep taken care of. Pistons will have to do just that tonight. Pistons make some switches. Lambier, Dumars, and Mahorn back. And Sigma inside on Ricky, and he hooks and he hits. 45-24. Got to get it going defensively. Dumars off to Isaiah. Topside Lambier against Roberts. Rocket 14. Mahorn on the baseline. Powering inside. Shot short. Rebound tap to Brown. Sigma outside against Mahorn. Off on the wing to Pierce against Dumars. The clock is at 10. Ricky Pierce to the baseline. The Glasser, no. Rebound. Mahorn couldn't hold it. Now he finally taps to Dumars. Head to Aguirre. Marks back. He'll stop wide of the lane and send it to score it over Brown.
That ends a long dry spell.
45-26. 6:40 now to play in the half. Fred Roberts on the sideline. Pounds the dribble. Outside now to Pierce against Mahorn. He dishes back to Moncrief. Moncrief to the baseline. Rainbows no, but a whistle. And a Piston foul. It's on Ricky. Isaiah wanted to travel on Moncrief. Out comes Sidney Moncrief. Jay Humphries return. Pistons with the starters on the floor. Humphries to Sigma. Back it goes to Humphries on the wing. Topside Pierce. Pierce will drive on Dumars and gun no. Rebound Bill Lambier. Billy outlets to Isaiah. Now it goes to Dumars. Joe D pulls up behind a foul line and fires and fills it.
They're still trying to up the tempo. They've got to figure the whole 48 minutes. You have to play the percentage and work as quickly as you can to make the Bucks put out a lot of energy.
We are halfway through the second. 45-28 Milwaukee. Around the outside it goes. Roberts on the dribble to the lane on Lambier. He guns no. And we're going to get a scramble for it and a loose ball foul. It's on Dumars.
It's one of the few times you'll see Joe Dumars show any facial expression. He really objected to that call.
I'd hate to be the guy who called the foul that he argued about, because you'd almost be sure you were wrong.
Yeah, you'd feel guilty.
Humphries inbounds to Pierce. Pistons already have 14 fouls. Milwaukee none here in the second. Pistons slapped the pass out of bounds. The shot clock is at 19. 5:45 to play in the half. Humphries to Pierce. Back to Humphries. Back topside now to Sigma. Shot clock at 10. Roberts trying to go backdoor. Feeds Pierce. Pierce couldn't hold it. Lambier ahead to Isaiah. 5.5 to play in the half. Isaiah met foul line by Humphries. Takes it back to the wing.
There was some contact there.
Sure was. Bounce mid-post to Aguirre. Mark to the baseline. The high glass gun won't go. Roberts slaps it outside. Isaiah has it there. Deep on the wing to Lambier. Trying for three, and it's through. A Bill Lambier triple forces a Milwaukee Bucks timeout. It's 45-31 Milwaukee. 5:09 till halftime on the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network. Tomorrow night on WKBD Channel 50, the 8 o'clock movies, the broadcast TV premiere of The Fly. A remake of the 1958 horror classic, The Fly, tomorrow night on the TV 50, 8 o'clock movie. And world Wrestling Federation Superstars return to the Palace on Saturday, June 24th at 8. The main event features Hulk Hogan and Randy Macho Man Savage. Don't miss WWF action at the Palace Saturday, June 24th at 8. Tickets on sale now at the Palace box office and all Ticketmaster locations. Milwaukee missing on a drive. Lambier pulls it away. Isaiah across the lane to Aguirre. Top side Lambier. Another try for three. This one's through.
Pistons are doing a good job of getting the man with the hot hand.
Now it's 45-34.
Isaiah's put a lot of pressure on Jay Humphries. He's trying to bring fatigue in as a factor.
Pistons have scored 10 straight. Humphries at the foul line extension misses. Roberts rebounds. Back up. No. Rebound Isaiah. Milwaukee led 45-24. That was their biggest lead. Now the Pistons are on a 10-0 run, and Sigma fouls Mahorn, who was posted nicely in the lane. Mark Aguirre inbounds to Isaiah. Aguirre posting Brown. Looks for it mid-post. Gets it. He'll wheel inside. Switch hands. Get it blocked. Off it comes to Pierce. Now Humphries. Back to Ricky Pierce. Pierce on the drive and the finger roll. It falls. Milwaukee stops a 10-0 Piston run with a Ricky Pierce hoop.
Yeah, Pierce looked down and saw that Mahorn had been switched off on him on the transition and took it to the hole.
47-34 Milwaukee. Isaiah against Humphries. Bounces inside for Aguirre. Slapped away by Brown. Isaiah gets it back deep on the wing. Trying for three, and it's through.
3 3-pointers in a row. That really helps bring you back, and it's such a dagger in the heart of the opponent, especially when the opponent has a big lead and they're understaffed as they are.
47-37. Milwaukee's lead just 10. They led by 21. Brown topside for the gun. It won't go. Isaiah with a rebound. Their big people were nowhere around. Isaiah up the middle looked like he may have carried it. Finally, the pass is thrown away.
He only carried it about 4 steps, but anyway, he didn't mean to. Referees didn't see that. That's hard to believe that they wouldn't catch that.
Maybe he had a guilty conscience. That's why he threw it out of bounds.
I think so. I think God made him do that.
Certainly wasn't the devil. Humphries on the sideline. Top of the key to Pierce. Pierce foul line now. Dotted line out of the hoop with a scoop up the high glass of the score.
On that wheel, the Pistons switched that time, and Mark Aguirre had Pierce. Pierce did a stutter step back, created some room, and just took Mark to the hole.
Ricky Pierce now with 14. Roberts also with 14 for the Bucks. Isaiah gets it on the wing, takes it to the baseline. Double clutches the 10-foot. Down it goes! 49-39. Pistons down 10. 2.5 to play in the half. Humphries walks it against Isaiah. Outside now to Pierce, left wing Roberts. Roberts with a pump fake and go. Isaiah got the shot. We're going to get a Piston foul. Isaiah got Roberts, says Joe Forty.
There's not a buck out on the floor, George, that isn't really tired. Roberts had Lambert, figured that he could take him to the hole, but the Pistons filled in real good with the body. Then Isaiah just reached at the last moment and got his elbow.
Roberts 2 out of 2 so far at the line. Dribbled, then got rid of the ball.
That doesn't happen very often. Broke his concentration, I guess. Something is going on between Mahorn and Jack Sigma over there, and Fred Roberts gave it up.
Now he's got it back, and he makes.
Usually you miss after something like that happens.
Roberts with the make is up to 15 on the night. He's high in the game. The next one popped out to Mahorn. 50-39 Milwaukee. 2:15 to play in the half. Dumars up the middle against Pierce. Screen from Lambier. Switch. Roberts has him. Joe to the hoop, and he'll draw the foul.
Anytime the Pistons want a mismatch, all they have to do is set their high pick and roll play, clear everyone out, and they switch it forward out on a guard. And Joe and Isaiah and Vinny have just been taking that forward right to the hole.
Tony Brown picked up the foul. Dumars gets the to-the-hoop call, and he'll shoot a pair. You know, the Pistons brought their team playing round ball one over here with a group of staffers, and they've enjoyed both games, and they'll fly back tonight. The public address voice of the Pistons at the Palace, Ken Calvert, among them, and the Pistons timekeeper, honest Mickey Evans, too. All arranged by the Chief Financial Officer, Ron Campbell. Here is Roberts at the line, nailing it.
They turned right around at the pick and roll and burned the Pistons with it. Fred Roberts hitting a jumper. There's another switch.
Now 52-40. Isaiah in the lane. Lambier, the turnaround gun goes. He was posted, and he hit it. 52-42. Milwaukee's lead is 10. A minute and a quarter to play in the half. Sickma has it on the sideline. Bouncing baseline to Pierce. Turning and gunning is Ricky. No. Rebound Isaiah. Up the middle he comes against Humphries. In the corner to Dumars. Here's the rainbow. It goes.
Right now, Jack Sickma would give a quarter for a 5-minute rest.
They have a minute to play in the half. He won't get one.
The Pistons have got to feel good the way they whittle away at this lead.
Humphries on the way. Wants Roberts to go away. Now he'll cross-court it to Pierce for the run goal that goes.
Roberts went away, but Pierce didn't.
That's right. 54-44.
I don't think he's going to go away either.
Isaiah will get by Roberts. Now dishing the corner to Dumars. He's all alone. The long gun, though, doesn't go. Joe gets it back. Dishes topside Lambier. His try for three is wide to Roberts. Roberts way up to Humphries. Humphries watches the Pistons get back, so he'll come outside and set it up. 2-second differential between the shot clock and the quarter clock. The shot clock's at 10. Humphries penetrated, dish back to Sickma. He'll step up. Now he leans, he guns, it doesn't go. Rebound Isaiah. 2 seconds to play in the half. And the Pistons will take a 20-second timeout. Let's talk now about the war.
This is the war. Coming Monday, June 12th, the final boxing closed-circuit telecast ever. The War, the final chapter. Thomas the Hitman Hearn, holder of 5 world titles, versus Sugar Ray Leonard, holder of 5 world titles and Olympic champion. Tickets available at all Ticketmaster locations and most facility box offices throughout the state. Call for the closed-circuit location near you. Presented by Blockbuster Video in association with Verner's and A&W.
We're back live in Milwaukee, where the Pistons are trying to come back in a war that it looked like Milwaukee would win early. They were up 45-24.
At that time, I just wonder, maybe Jack Sickma probably should have had a rest, even with the big lead, because the last 3 or 4 minutes of this half, he hasn't been able to react to the rebound, and his rebounding and defense were the key to that outburst.
We have a second to play in the half. The Pistons called the 22nd timeout. The Pistons have whittled Milwaukee's lead to 10.
I would look to see maybe some type of back pick and a lob to Dennis Rodman up by the hall. He's standing here ball side, but I would think that he'd get a pick and run the full length of Mahorn and try to hit him somewhere up around the rim.
Ricky Mahorn in back court will trigger from the side. Everybody's set. It'll be a short second, you can be sure. Midcourt to Lambier, he lets it fly. It is short, and at the half, it's Milwaukee by 10. The fans here applaud the Bucks, injury riddled or not. They're fighting to avoid a sweep, but the Pistons have taken a 21-point lead down to 10. This is the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network. Fred Roberts and Ricky Pierce lead Milwaukee with 17 and 16 points, respectively. Isaiah's 9 and Mark Aguirre's 8 lead the Pistons, who trail in the game by 10 at the half. If they win, the series is over. If Milwaukee manages to win, there'll be a game 5 Wednesday at the Palace. Now our second half start for Budweiser. All our friends at Anheuser-Busch, like John Conti, for all you do, this ice cold Bud's for you. Isaiah has Roberts on him top side. Dishes to Aguirre, blow by Sigma and Roberts, and lay it up and lay it in. Now it's an 8-point game, 54-46.
Jack looked as tired on that drive against Mark Aguirre as he did at the end of the first half.
Mark Aguirre with 10. Milwaukee to Brewer, and he hits the sweeper, and he's hit on the shot, he tells Joe Forty. He doesn't get the call. Milwaukee by 10, 56-46.
I don't think Joe listened to him either.
Off the screen, it's Dumars getting it from Isaiah and dishing it deep to Lambier. Roberts slaps it out of bounds.
I thought Joe was in rhythm to take that shot. Bill Lambier did also. He was getting ready to go rebound.
First minute, third quarter. Eastern Conference semifinal. Lambier topside on the wing to Dumars against Moncrief. Long gun, no. Off the iron to Sigma. Jack Sigma to Humphreys. The starters on the floor for both teams as we start the second half. Each team with a hoop. Milwaukee by 10, 56-46. Moncrief dishes to Roberts. From outside, he'll miss it. Rebound out of bounds. And it is going to be off Sigma. Pistons with it. Isaiah, Dumars, Mahorn, Aguirre, and Lambier against Humphreys, Moncrief, Brewer, Robertson, Sigma. Isaiah gets to the lane, dishes deep to Mahorn for the dunk. They had to let him have that. Humphreys and Mahorn get their arms tangled up. Talk about the latest rap tune, and now we'll get back to business. 56-48. Sigma deep on the way. Dishes in the lane for Roberts. Gets through him and out of bounds. Boy, Milwaukee looks flat-footed, don't they, Dick?
They really look tired to me. I think that they're having problems with the fatigue. They almost have to, George. It's a long battle. 8 men on the whole bench.
Isaiah fakes Humphreys left and take him right, though. Great dish deep to Lambier. Double pump fake, and he puts it up and in. 56-50. Sigma looks like he's walking in sand. They finally have to call timeout.
Uphill.
Yeah, 9:50 to play in the third. The Pistons are back within 6. You're in the playoffs on the Pistons Basketball Network. Milwaukee called the timeout. Their lead's been whittled to 6. They were up 21 early, 45-24. And as they try to set up, it's out of bounds.
It looks like one of their wheels have come off.
Ooh, they're running on empty right now. 9.5 to play in the third. Isaiah will walk up the middle against Humphreys. Inside, Mahorn gets it. Pistons run the play to perfection. Ricky with a power slam. It's 56-52. 9 now and 15 to play in the third. Moncrief topside against Dumars. Off to Sigma. Now to Humphreys. Wide of the lane for the rainbow. No. Moncrief keeps it alive and pulls it down. Sidney back up short. Brewer board. Back up and he is fouled. His shot won't go, but he'll get 2 at the line. Mahorn got him.
Well, it had a hard time going. Ricky had his arm right there, and that's like, you know, trying to high jump with a 1,000-pound weight on you.
For Ricky, that's 3. Brewer to shoot 2, and the best he can do now is a split. The first one bangs off the heel. Milwaukee 56, Pistons 52. Here's the next. No. Lambier with a rebound. Brewer missed them both. Joe Dumars comes to work against Moncrief. Isaiah trying to get to the baseline off the screen. Gets it ahead of Humphreys. Dotted line, turn and push. It's perfect. It's a 2-point game, 56-54. 8 now and 40 left in the third. And Milwaukee takes a 20-second timeout.
these timeouts piled up like this really hurt him, because he would like to use his rest periods as that, as stagecoach stops where he can rest his players, let them regain their wind. This way he's trying to salvage the technical part. Later on in the ball game, the fatigue is still going to be there.
Here's a great gift idea for the sports fan, folks. The Pistons fantasy tape, an authentic sounding 5-minute audio tape. I'll put you, your favorite sports fanatic, right in the middle of the last 30 seconds of the 7th game of the NBA Finals, and he or she will star. For more information on the Pistons audio fantasy tape, call 517-371-2142. 517-371-2142 during business hours.
If the Pistons keep playing this way, there may not be a 7th game.
Had a bad point there, Dick.
You better do it in the 3rd one.
Ricky Mahorn got the last Piston hoop on a slam. Pierce topside against Dumars. Wide of the lane now to Humphries against Isaiah. Screen from Brewer. Isaiah's through it. Goes to Sigma at the high post. Jack dishes to Brewer from the corner. He fires and it falls and he falls. I bet he wants another call. He doesn't get it. It's 58-54. That was a big basket though for the Bucks. Mahorn posting Sigma, leaning on a tired Jack Sigma, gets it inside, flips it up over him. It's wide. Off it comes though to Aguirre, but he stepped out. Ricky Pierce in the game. So now is Tony Brown.
It's almost like a 15-round boxing match out there. In boxing, if you can put weight on the guy's arms, later on in the rounds they get tired, and that's what Mahorn's trying to do to Jack Sigma.
It has worked. Aguirre behind a foul line. Now he'll put it down. Want to scoop it inside. Roberts was right there, and he's tied up by Mahorn.
And then when Rick gets through leaning on all over Jack, and Jack gets tired, then they bring the speed merchants in.
Mahorn and Roberts jump it up. Dumars has it. Joe D. Lost it, fell down, it's out of bounds. He was hit, no call, Bucks ball.
I don't think he tripped himself. It was a tough call from the official because it happened from behind, and I don't think any of them saw it.
7 now and 45 to play in the 3rd. Milwaukee hanging on by 4. Humphries wide of the lane against Isaiah. Up top to Brown, on the wing to Roberts. Trying to use the Sigma screen and get it back to Jack. Jack can't get the ball. Lambier's there. It's batted away. Here comes Isaiah with it the other way. Lambier calls for it deep on the left. The long gun goes. It's through for 3. A Lambier triple means it's just a 1-point Milwaukee lead. 58-57. And with 7 and 12 to play in the 3rd, Milwaukee calls still another timeout. This is the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network. Jackie Mason, one of the best known guys from television's golden age, comes to the Palace Wednesday, May 24th at 8 o'clock. Guy made countless of TV appearances, as well as motion pictures like Caddyshack 2 and History of the World Part 2. Also, Jimmy Buffett at the Palace Friday, June 30th at 9. The guy from Margaritaville will be there too. The Bucks, after their timeout, get Roberts inside, and he hits it, and he is fouled. So they stretch it back to 3. And Ricky Mahorn gets the foul, his 4th. Roberts on the drive in.